bill, please.
House Bill 2079, relating to historic property.
The question now arises on third reading and final passage of House Bill 2079. Representative Bobby Levy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Colleagues, for the last 2 years, I've worked closely with Representative Valderrama to lead a historic property stakeholder work group to discuss economic incentives for historic property preservation. The State Historic Preservation Office notes that Oregon established the first special assessment for historic property tax incentives. The House Revenue Committee believed that Oregon could do more. So this work group was convened with 30 individual representatives from all corners of the state, from Portland to Baker City, from Geyser Grand Hotel and Portland Housing Bureau to the League of Oregon Cities and the Oregon State Association of County Assessors. We have made sure that the greatest cross-section of historic preservation leaders could guide our state's path forward. Ultimately, the work group recommended a three-pronged approach. First, the state would modify existing property taxes. This program could be augmented with an income tax incentive. It would also create a direct grant program rather than a one-size-fits-all approach. This work group recommended allowing the state to address different aspects of historic preservation. Now comes the real work. House Bill 2079 requires the Legislative Revenue Office to study the creation of a tax credit and direct grant program for historic property preservation. This report will be completed in the fall of 2024 so that we are prepared to transform the work group's recommendation into law during the 2025 session. This bill has a wide range of support from across Oregon. The Cultural Advocacy Coalition of Oregon, led by cultural leaders from Portland, Eugene, Bend, Baker City, Ashland, Medford, Lincoln City, and Klamath Falls, wrote to say, this bill could help us find a pathway forward for Oregon's many historic properties. As a state, we want to incentivize and stabilize Oregon's funding treasures, and we have few to no tools to do so. The Portland-based Architectural Heritage Center says that this bill would also help identify other possible incentives to work alongside the special assessment program, such as the state tax credit. The City of Portland says the existing property tax incentive program is often inadequate to motivate owners to invest in accessibility, energy, and seismic retrofits. There is a clear need and appetite for updating Oregon's tax incentives to drive historic preservations. I urge you to support the next leg of this journey towards expanding our state's historic preservation efforts and have this study go forward for us. Thank you.